my kitchen. Today we're here for Soup for Your Soul. It's Sunday, and this Sunday I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorites, which is a creamy, thick oyster soup. Just make sure that you've got some bread on the side because you're going to want to be dipping up all of this sauce. All right, let's get to cooking. Melt 1 stick of butter in a soup pot. I'm using a Magnolite, but you can use whatever soup pot you have. And we'll let this melt down, and then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of regular all-purpose flour. And we're going to make a light roux. You'll see I'm going to start whisking. So make sure whatever pot you use, it's okay to use a whisk in. And I like to use a metal whisk, so that's why we pulled out the old Magnolite pot. So we'll let this thicken up. We're not going to brown it. It's just going to be a light tan, more yellow than anything, by the time we finish. So this just takes a minute or two, and you, like with all roux, you want to stay with it and whisk it around. You can see that butter is just starting to bubble up, and I'm starting to get that hint of tan, and that's what I'm looking for. So to this roux, we're going to add 1 medium onion that's been chopped. So it's just about time to do that. And we'll also add in 2 stalks of celery that have been chopped. I actually chopped more, and it was just a little bit too much for this soup. So I only added about half, and you'll see that in a second. So here we go with the onions. You'll go ahead and add that to the pot and whisk that around in your butter. In your roux, I should say. And it takes the vegetables about 2 to 3 minutes to soften up. So we'll go ahead and add the celery in now. And I'm just adding about 2/3 of this. Again, I'm going to stir it around and just let those vegetables soften up, because you really don't want anything too crunchy in your soup. Next, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of minced garlic, and I'll stir that around for about 30 seconds. And then we'll add in some more seasonings. Of course, I'm going to use Cavender's just to give it more flavor. And I'll use about a teaspoon of that. And I've got my salt and pepper on the side to add that in. I will taste test this and just keep adjusting the seasonings as it cooks. So I'll keep my Cavenders and salt and pepper on the side. Now we're going to add in our milk product. I'm using half and half, which worked out great. You need 2 cups of half and half. Or if you only have whole milk, you can use whole milk, or you can use a combination of whole milk and heavy cream. Just look and see what's in your refrigerator, but you need a good milk product. And then I'm adding the juice of the oysters. So I drained the oysters and kept the juice, and I'm adding that to the soup. And wow, that just knocks it out of the park for flavor. So here I just drizzled in some salt, and I will tell you I added more salt as this cooked. And of course we're going to crack some black pepper. Stir that around, and then this is going to simmer. You don't want this boiling, you just want it to simmer for 20 minutes. So you'll put the lid on your pot and let it simmer. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, and look at this sauce, y'all. It is beautiful. And now it's time to add a teaspoon of dried parsley, or if you have fresh, you can use 2 teaspoons. And then our oysters. You can use anywhere from a half a pint to a pint of oysters in this soup. So we're going to stir that around, and you only have to cook it for about 2 minutes. The oysters will start curling, and that's how you know that they're done and ready to serve. So 2 minutes. This is what a curled and cooked oyster looks like. Enjoy!